All right, my friends, we are here with round number 3, Globetrotter round. So there's a couple of holes that are going to set me up to throw backhand when I want to throw forehand. And so I don't let my team down. I had to come up with something because obviously my brain just does not work when I'm talking, when I'm recording, when I'm playing. I think it does help me focus. So I play pretty well when I'm recording and talking. But for whatever reason, checking forehand and backhand is just not happening. So just a really quick fix. I have like a rubber band on my finger. So before every hole, I got to take it off before I can throw. So that's my plan. We'll see if it works. This first hole, I definitely have to switch because it is Northern Lights hole 2. So the first thing I'm going to do before I continue talking and get distracted is I'm going to switch to forehand. And I'm going to go Sticky Sapphire. We're going to slide to the left. We're going to go middle chevron on top of that waterfall. And then from here, we're going to power it down with some hyzer. And we should be able to get within putting range here. About right there. A little too much hyzer, but it should still be safe. Oh man. That's one way to cut it close with a tap in. All right, so before I finish this hole, I'm putting that rubber band back on to make sure I don't keep doing this. Sorry, team, I'm an idiot. All right, can't ever get those 3 strokes back. We're going to make sure we don't cost ourselves any more. All right, hole 2, par 4. This one I love. I'm definitely going backhand, not forehand. I think this one actually sets you up forehand, so it actually helps you on this hole. We're going with the PD here. Taking that rubber band off. We're going to go right there and then a half a disc of hyzer. And it would be really sweet if we could get this albatross. No, that's going to be too far to the right. Dang, I can usually get pretty close to the basket on that shot, but did not happen. Another tap in? No, I got to put this one. All right, next hole. This one we are going to go backhand, and we're going to actually go with the Glide Sapphire. And then from here, we're going to go kind of top chevron on the basket, but we're going to slide to the left a little bit. And we're going to put a little bit of hyzer on this just to bring it back. Should have enough to carry the water anyway, but just to keep it away from the water, put that little bit of hyzer. And it's a good shot there. I'm going to actually put this because we're close enough to where I don't have to worry about it. Rubber band's going back on. I'm sure I sound like an idiot right now, but at least I hopefully won't feel like an idiot because I do the wrong thing. Definitely going backhand here. Not even going to mess with this wind. I'm just going to play this one safe with the Glide Skip Rive. And we are going to go over here, that little block of ice there, right under it with the top chevron. And again, this is just a safe play. Didn't feel like running this one, so this is the best line I found just to kind of get out here in the fairway and have a fairly easy upshot to get the birdie. Not going to be going for this. We're going to go with the pure 211. Make sure I keep it out to the right. Don't even mess with the water at all. And that's exactly what I had planned there. Finish it off. Put my rubber band back on. I don't think I need it again until towards the end. There's another hole, Pioneer Bay par 3, that's going to set me up for backhand. I got to make sure I throw forehand. Next up, par 5. What do we got? Okay, this is the reason I put the Paradigm in the bag. So we're going to go down here. And I'm still considering playing this one safe with the forehand Sapphire, but I feel pretty good about this shot. So I think I'm going to go for it. Middle chevron right there. And then we're going to do half a disc of hyzer. I was afraid to hit the water. Oh, we got through. Look at that. Get around that tree. Darn it. So this is not where I wanted to end up, but it should be all right. much farther out than I practiced. 323. I think we're going to go roll rive just through the gut here. Power down a little bit. Probably, oh, I was going to say it probably helps if it hits that tree, and it must have just missed. But that's all right. I'm actually going to throw this one with this Faya. And we get the eagle. Good old rubber band went back on the thumb. And this one is another hole I wanted the paradigm on. So we're going to make sure I switch to forehand here. Go to the paradigm. We're going to come over here. I think it's this tree. Middle chevron underneath that tree. And this actually looks like a little more headwind than what I practiced. So I'm going to, rather than put a little bit of Annie on it, I'm going to put a little bit of hyzer on it. Just to make sure I don't overturn this. That's the worst case scenario. This is going to go too far right, but it's not going to be OB, and that's the worst case. Now this is going to get a little trickier. 522. I don't think I need the glide skip, and I don't want to risk it. I think the light glide PD2 is going to be just fine here. So we'll see. Hopefully it carries far enough. Put some Annie on this because I want to get it out there and let the PD2 just fade back towards the basket. But I put this way too far out wide, and this might cost me, shoot. I just didn't want to throw glide skip there. It wasn't quite as far as I got off the tee before, so kind of a tricky shot here, but hopefully we can make it. I'm trying to debate whether I should throw the pure or the Svea here. I think I'm going to go with the pure. It's just my bread and butter. So let's see how we do here. It's downhill into a headwind. Thank goodness, man. That was a nice save. Wasn't too confident with that shot for whatever reason, even though I make that shot every day. Just a whole lot different in events like this to throw those longer throw-ins, and I was trying to avoid having one of those, but glad we were able to knock it in. All right, next hole. Rubber bands on just in case. You never know. All right, this one, we're going backhand. We're going to go with the water skip gold. We're going to slide to the left. We're going to line up with this sign here, but then come down to about the sidewalk. And then from there we're going to do a straight pull, maybe a touch of Anheuser. Oh, this looks great. Right where I was hoping to go. And hopefully we can get this eagle. This is a tricky second shot. 488. I think we're going to go forehand. Try to water skip it once up onto the island. So make sure I switch to forehand. Water skip gold. I think I'm going to slide to the right here. All right, I think this is a little farther back than I practiced. I was having to power down quite a bit. We're going to aim over here. Still going to power down a touch. Oh, this looks great. Just don't go too far. No. Gosh, Aaron. Man, that's the one thing I didn't want to do, to give it too much power to where it skipped too high. I even could have done 2 water skips and been just fine. But it just clears the ledge. Oh man, that's a bummer. Had a solid round going. At least we didn't do worse than birdie, but that's frustrating. All right, rubber bands on. I don't think it's this next hole. I think it's the last hole that I need it. Just a reminder. Because we're definitely going backhand here with the PD2, another hole that I really like to have it. We're going to slide to the right, bottom chevron right there. And then this is where the PD2 comes in handy. Just throw it up there and let the disc do the hyzer, let it do the work. This is a little wide left, or to the right, I mean, but, oh no, whew, that one. I missed way righter than I wanted to. Definitely had me nervous there. Still a little tricky headwind shot. Rather than throw this fade, I'm going to throw the pure and make sure I take some off of this because it's going to lift up. We get that birdie. All right, rubber band going on. Definitely not going to do it on this last hole. Not going 3 for 3. This is definitely a forehand. I am switching to forehand. And we're going to go with, make sure I selected the harp. I'd love to run this, but I'm not going to do it. And just let it make its way down towards the basket for a final birdie. And other than that, bounce over the barrier, man. That was a tough break there. Thought I threw a good shot, but just a little too much power on it. So we get 13 under there. Still a solid round. Still regretting that first round, but at least we're playing pretty decent overall, other than doing the thing twice. So there's round 3, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and moving on to round number 4.